Transformation of sentences. Use of as soon as. An adverbial subordinating conjunction of time as soon as is used to introduce depending clause in sentence. It is used to indicate an action which immediately happens after the completion of first one. As soon as I reached the station, the train arrived. As soon as I reached the station, comma, the train arrived. And if you need to use or begin the sentence with no sooner, what will you do? How will you transform it? No sooner did I reach the station than the train arrived. No sooner than is used to indicate that one thing happens immediately after the other. Generally used to indicate past actions, rarely used with present tense. No sooner indicates first occurred things than indicates second occurred things, and than is used to connect to sentences. Next we have hardly, had and when. The construction hardly, when. And now frequently used in daily activities, hardly, barely, scarcely all have negative meanings. Always used with past perfect tense format, they are used to indicate two things happen after one another. When is used to connect to sentences. Hardly had I reached there when I told Daniel everything. The construction, as I told you, hardly, when. Now, let us look at the other examples as well. Scarcely. Scarcely, had and when. This is the construction, and you will see that barely, had and when. Scarcely had I thought to eat burger. When? Note this, scarcely, had and when. So, scarcely had I thought to eat burger when Tim bought it for me. So these are the basic rules which we need to remember. Scarcely, had, when, the construction, and barely, had, when. So keep these things in mind and you will do very well. Transformation of sentences using as soon as, no sooner than, hardly when, scarcely, barely. No sooner did the students see the teacher than they ran away. Now the tenses did and ran, past tense, and the instruction begin using as soon as. We will see the answer now and I will explain it. As soon as the students, what will be the tense? Saw, past tense. As soon as the students saw the teacher, put a comma. They ran away. Ran, past tense, saw and ran. Next, no sooner had I arrived at the station than the train came. As soon as, begin with as soon as, had arrived. Past perfect tense and came, simple past tense. Again, as soon as I arrived, as soon as I had arrived at the station, comma, put a comma, don't forget to put the comma. The train came. As soon as I had arrived at the station, the train came, had arrived and came. No sooner does the bell ring than the students start to come out. Again, the instruction, begin using as soon as and see the tenses now. Does, simple present tense. Start, simple present tense. First we had past tense, then past perfect, now simple present tense. Let me explain the answer to you. As soon as the bell rings, ring, simple present tense, comma, the students start to come out. Start, students plural, therefore start. I will not add an S to the verb. Clear? Next, as soon as I reached the station, the train arrived. Begin no sooner. No sooner. Okay? So reached and arrived. Again the tense is past tense. No sooner did I reach the station. Did. Why? Because in the question I had past tense. No sooner did I reach the station than. Always use than. The train arrived. Construction, no sooner than. Remember this. As soon as the thief ran away, the policeman fired at him, ran and fired, again past tense. No sooner, begin. The answer now. No sooner did the thief run away, did run, than the policeman fired at him. Remember another thing, did run. Do not write did ran. That will be incorrect. Did run. As soon as we had reached there, it started to snow. Begin. No sooner. No sooner had we reached there than it started to snow. Well, it's time for the multiple choice questions. As soon as Sarah finished writing, she fell asleep. Begin scarcely. Scarcely had Sarah finished writing when she fell asleep. Scarcely had Sarah finished writing when she had fallen asleep. Had fallen, we do not use this. Scarcely had Sarah finished writing, then she fell asleep. We do not use than with scarcely. Scarcely had Sarah finished writing when she fell asleep is the right answer, option 1. No sooner did I read the book than I became rather inspired. As soon as I read the book, when I became rather inspired, when and as soon as not possible. As soon as I read the book, then I became rather inspired, again not possible. As soon as I read the book, I became rather inspired. There is a comma and this option is right. No sooner had he passed the examination, the father had a heart attack. Barely. Begin with barely. And the construction, barely when. Barely had he passed the examination when his father had a heart attack. In the next option, we do not have when, a comma, therefore not possible. And again, in the next option, there is a than, not possible. Right answer is option 1. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.